So people, a very good morning to you. Cooking on the Corsican here, live from Beccles. We've got a star guest on, Andrew Baxter, one of the subscribers of the channel. Say hello, Andrew.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Steve, of course, is on the camera. He catches here on holiday for about 10 or 11 days, and we've decided to do this quick vlog, which is Andy's recipe for a beautiful Scottish soup called Cullen Skink. And we're going to get into it right away because you make this soup in two parts, and we'll get on with it. We've got this pan on the stove here, and there at the moment is 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil in there. What's the next thing, Andy?
Yeah, we're going to add some butter. So it was 75 grams.
75 grams of butter. I had the pan on already heating, as you notice, people. And now this part that we're making, this first part, is the stock for the Cullen Skink. And we're then going to add, when this butter melts, we're going to do onions, Andy, yeah?
Yep, 2 onions, 2 fennel bulbs and 2 leeks, all just roughly chopped. It's fine.
And we're going to put them all in at the same time, no different times at all. We'll just let this butter melt. Sorry there hasn't been a cooking on the Corsican for a couple of weeks, but we've been very busy. So here we go, all at the one time. 2 onions here. So I'll say it again, 2 onions finely chopped. 2 fennel bulbs, Andy, yeah?
Yep.
Finely, roughly chopped. Well, you can see the size of them. And
2 leeks.
2 leeks. They're all chopped to about exactly the same size. If Steve pans in there at the pan, everything's the same size. So that all goes in. And then the next thing we'll add, Andy, is a wee bit of salt, yeah?
Yep.
So I'm going to use about 1/4 teaspoonful. Because you can always add, but you can never take away. And I'll do the same with the pepper. Black pepper, about 1/4 teaspoonful. Okay, now what we're going to do with this, we're going to...
About 3 to 4 minutes.
We're going to sweat it off for 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, we're going to sweat this off for 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll be right back at you. So here we go, people. That's the vegetables after 3 or 4 minutes sweating. So that was 2 onions, finely, roughly chopped, 2 leeks, roughly chopped, and our 2 fennel bulbs, roughly chopped, with our butter and our oil, sweated off, 3 or 4 minutes, and this is what you get. Once that happens, what's the next thing, Andrew, we're doing?
We're going to add the white wine, so that was
Here
250 ml of white wine.
250 ml of white wine. Now this recipe, all of these recipes, Andrew was telling me, they're not all the same, but this is a recipe you found and you think it's probably one of the better ones.
One of my favourite ones, right, for Cullen Skink. Yeah.
So here we go. So there's the wine in. We'll put the temperature up a bit. And this fish, tell them a bit about this fish, Andrew.
So this fish is smoked haddock, and it's the undyed haddock. So you'll get yellow haddock or you get white haddock. So if you're making this dish, you need the white haddock.
You definitely don't want dyed.
No.
Right.
I brought this haddock, I bought this in my hometown in Scotland from my friend Douglas, who kindly supplied this for the vlog, and we froze it because it can be quite difficult to find the undyed stuff. And
we just put it in just like this?
Yep, so we're just going to put that in whole to the stock. We're not going to do anything with that.
There you go. And then we add our...
and then we're going to add the 750 ml of water.
On you go.
And we're just going to let that, we're going to bring it to the boil, and then we're going to reduce the heat and just let it simmer away for approximately 25 to 30 minutes, just till the haddock's cooked through thoroughly.
So we're going to bring this back to the boil. We're going to let it, we'll then put it up in the cooker. We're going to let it simmer nice and gently 25 to 30 minutes. But every so often we're going to look, and if there's any scum on the stock, we're going to just quickly skim it off. We're not saying there will be, we don't know until it starts, but if there is any, we'll just take it off. Okay, so if you have been, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you for the next part, which is the...
Putting the soup together, putting the stock together with the rest of the ingredients.
Right, so we'll catch you when we get back for that part. So we're back with the second part of this vlog, which is where we said you do it in two halves. This second half is kind of the basis for building the actual soup up at the end. Up on the cooker, we've put the first part you saw us doing. That's up there. It's simmering away very gently. We've got a timer set up here. We'll check it periodically. If there's any scum, we'll take it off. If there isn't, we'll leave it alone. And this is the bit that we build the soup up with. So in this pan here, we've got a tablespoon, wasn't it?
Yep,
of oil.
Vegetable oil, yep.
And we've got the same
75 grams of butter again.
Of butter.
And in this bowl, we've got 2 shallots finely chopped, and we've got 2 leeks finely chopped. And we've got some garlic in here. We've got a little bit more than we need, but we're going to use about 2 to 3 crushed garlic cloves and some salt and pepper for seasoning again.
So if you just tried to use the butter and without the oil, what would happen is the butter would burn, and it wouldn't be very pleasant. So when you're making this, remember to use the oil and the butter. You don't want that burnt butter taste. Okay, so we're going to get these shallots and leeks into the pan. There you go. Next is our garlic, Andy.
Yep, so about 2 to 3 garlic cloves finely crushed.
So there's I put about 7 in there.
Yep.
So I reckon about that.
Yep.
Yep.
And again, if you like garlic, you can add more if you want. It's not...
On cooking on the Corsican, we always say to people, you know, if you don't like it, don't put it in.
Yep.
If you do like it, put as much as you like in. So I'll use the same again, about 1/4 teaspoonful of salt. And I'll use the same of freshly ground black pepper. So how long do we cook this down for?
So just the same as when we were making the stock, about 3 to 4 minutes, just to soften
everything up,
the vegetables down there.
And then right at the end we put in the potatoes.
Once this is ready, we're going to add all of this and the potatoes back into our stock.
Into one pot, right.
That's when we put it all together.
It's the most delicious soup. It's well worth making. If you've never tasted it, it's truly wonderful, and it's a beautiful.
It's fantastic, and we can actually smell the haddock from the stock earlier. Can you smell that, Jeff?
I can. I've got everything. I've got butter. I've got fish. I've got onions. I've got leeks. I've got fennel, all permeating through the boat. So we're thoroughly enjoying our holiday on the Broads. Andrew is Lorna and Alex's son, or Alex's stepson and Lorna's son. And they come all the way from Lanarkshire, near Lesmahago, in Scotland. You've seen Alex and Lorna in the vlogs before. So we thought we'd have a nice guest appearance from Andrew, who's a very good cook and is a subscriber of Cooking on the Corsican. It smells wonderful, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic.
I say it on every vlog. People must go, oh, you always say that, but it's just half the enjoyment of cooking is the beautiful smells that you create. So what we'll do quickly is I'll let Andrew keep his eye on that, okay? And I'll just shoot up with Steve, and we'll just go up to the cooker and we'll look at the other pot of soup that's up here. So there you are. Now look at that. There's actually no scum on that at all. So there you are. That's the stock part, the first part you saw us make. So I'm just going to completely leave that because that's cooking. Oh, the smell of that.
It's coming together nicely. You smell that garlic.
So when this is done, you saw another pot up there, which has just got, it's got how much potatoes is in it, Andy?
About 300 grams, which we said was about 10.5 ounces, roughly.
And all we've done with them is we just peeled them and we chopped them into nice little cubes. We washed them and we put them in there. And when this is done, that's done. We're going to put the whole lot into one pan and we're going to cook it for a further
10 to 15 minutes.
And then we're going to add some lovely fresh double cream
we got this morning.
So there you go. I reckon they're just about done.
Yep.
So what I'm going to say at the moment, people, is if you have been watching, thanks very much. We're going to leave it there and we'll come back when we're putting the whole thing together. Okay, catch you when we get back. Yeah.
Go.
So here we are, people. We're back. This has had its 25 minutes. This is the stuff you saw us for building the soup up that I done in the non-stick pan. So all we do, this is going to be really quick. We just add that to the cooked stock, and then the potatoes that we told you about, let you see the kind of chunks. They are there. They go in straight into the soup. We give it a nice stir. God, they say that serves 4, Andy. It's going to be 400 people, I'll tell you. I reckon this will serve more than 4. It depends how greedy we're going to end up being.
Quite greedy, I think.
So now literally all we're going to do is we're going to bring this back to a gentle simmer. We're going to put it back up on the cooker. And we're going to simmer it for 15 minutes. And then we'll come back right at the end just to show you us finishing the soup off. So if you have been, thanks for watching. Okay,
You're there.
You back with us? So here we are, people. We're back with the soup. It's had its 15 minutes, and I'm now just going to add 500 mils of double cream. This is a 6 mil, so I'm going to leave a little bit at the end. That's about perfect. I shall put the lid back on it. Now all I'm going to do here is I'm going to allow this to come back to the boil, and I'm going to take it to the table and serve it, and we'll just show you the little finishing touches right at the end. So we'll see you in 2 or 3 minutes just for the very last part, the serving. Ready?
Go. Right.
So we're back, people. Here's the final Cullen Skink. I know it's been a bit of an all over the place vlog, but we've never made this before. We've done it now. Here's the soup. Andy's going to serve it up and put the wee finishing touches to it. Now what I will say is normally this soup would be served with oat cakes. We never had any oat cakes, but we've got a nice tiger loaf there and lovely butter. So we'll have nice bread and butter. We might even have 2 bowls of soup each. Look at that. Now if you go to certain parts of Scotland and have this, they'll charge you £8 for a bowl of that. On the Corsican, it's only a £5.
We reckon it was about maybe 10 to 12 pounds
To make the whole lot of this.
ingredients.
So there you go. A little bit of
Chopped parsley.
right.
And we've just got some grated nutmeg on here.
which Andrew grated with his fair hands. So there you go, people. That's Cullen Skink on Cooking on the Corsican. A big thanks to Andrew there for coming and showing us how to do it. We're now going to come and enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go down, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, hit the little notification bell, and you'll know when we're bringing new videos out. But if you have been, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye for now.